it's almost time to plant all of those plants that we've been working really hard to grow inside. And we have about a week. The frost date is Tuesday, today's Saturday or Sunday, and so today I am going to work on weeding some garden, rototilling, and just starting to lay out my rows and my tomato cages so next weekend I can just plant them in the ground and save some time. So let's get to work. It's a beautiful day to start planting today. I am going to finish laying out all of my rows where the tomatoes and the corn and everything's going to be, and then I have my little map of where I want to plant things, and I'm going to start planting. I'm going to start getting some things in the ground. I won't be able to finish today because I just have too much, but I want to at least start getting some stuff in there and off the kitchen table. So let's get going. All right, check it out. We are staked and ready to go. Got all my tomato cages all set up. The only thing I don't have is the corn rows, but I'll get those. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some flowers and I'm gonna get planting. All right, first things first, I am going to plant my borage. My borage is going in between my strawberry plants and my tomato plants because it's a great companion plant for those. And then I'm also going to do my calendula. That's going to be between my tomato plants and my trellis area where I have beans and cucumbers and my zucchini squash. So let's get planting those, and then hopefully I'll be able to get out to get some of these zinnias out as well and some marigolds. I'm going to start with the flowers first and then transition into my vegetable plants, but that'll probably be another day. Let's get going. All right, it's a beautiful night for planting. Today it's after school. We don't have any. It's after school, we don't have any sports going on, so I want to get some of my zinnias in the ground and then my nasturtium. So if I can get a couple rows planted right now, then perfect. And we can do more vegetables this weekend and pretty much get everything else in the ground. So tonight, I'm going to do a couple more rows and go from there. are out today for hopefully our last day of planting. Hopefully we can kind of get everything done today. I've got my tomatoes and peppers, cucumbers, pumpkins, pretty much everything that's just about ready to go. So we're going to try and get all of it in the ground. It's supposed to be hot the next couple days, so we're going to get watering it and making sure that it's all healthy and starting to grow. So let's get started planting. Well, we have some devastating news here today. It hailed last night after I got most of my stuff planted. Hey everybody, I'm Sarah with Busy Garden Life, and we live in Michigan, and sometimes we get unexpected crazy weather, and last night it happened. I had been watching the weather all week, and it looked like it was going to be dry for the next week. Well, I planted all my tomatoes, my peppers, some of my beans, cucumbers, zucchini, almost all of the things. And last night, a severe thunderstorm came through with hail and has broken quite a few of my plants. I mean, like almost all of them. So, needless to say, I'm devastated. I have been spending months, you've seen me, planting them and transplanting them and hardening them off and getting them ready for outside. And just when you think you have the perfect day, stuff happens, right? So, what I'm out here doing today is I'm assessing to see if there are any plants, any tomato plants especially, that I can cut off the stem or the shoots and put them in some water and see if I can get them to grow roots, and that way I'm not completely starting from seed. Now, I don't think I have enough of the plants to do that, so I do have my seeds, and I'm going to start just planting some of them in the ground, and things are going to start from the seed again. But I want to try to save at least some of my tomato plants if I can. The pepper plants, some of them are pretty ruined. I could try and do the same thing, but I might just again go ahead and plant some seeds in the ground. Cucumbers, they look pretty sad. So let's go through and kind of assess some of the damage and see what we can find. So this is one of my San Marzano plants, and you can see right here, it's cut off there. So actually, this one on the top seems to be okay, and so we might be able to save that plant. That one might be okay. I might just trim it up to make sure it looks good. This one here, it's really cut there, so I might cut at that point. Oops, sorry, you can't see. I'm gonna cut a little bit below it and see if we can put that in water and save it. This one, same thing. This nice top main stem is just broken. I do have this stem here that looks like it's good. Gosh, can't really camera very good, can I? Alright, this stem right here looks like it's good. This one's not great. Alright, so that's just a few of the tomato plants. I'm going to kind of go through, these are my San Marzano, and I'm going to make sure that for each type of plant or tomato plant that I have, I'm going to see how many I can get to try to regrow. And whatever I can't, I'm just going to put a seed in the ground and start from seed. You can see my beans are looking kind of sad. Those did not fare very well. They are just droopy, and so they might come back. I don't know. But I'm going to plant just a few pole beans. My cucumbers. Those are looking really sad. I mean, ugh, it's awful. Zucchini. Stems are kind of broken, so I'm just going to plant a couple zucchinis in the ground. Come over here to my pepper plants. You can see that one looks okay. It's a small one. This one is completely severed, but I'm going to try and see if I can grow roots from that. I'm not sure if the peppers are the same as the tomatoes or not. We got a nice healthy one here, just standing up in the middle. Crazy. So we'll just go through and kind of trim off what is dead. That way it allows whatever's healthy to get all the nutrients in the water that it needs. And then wherever there is a hole, I'm just going to go ahead and plant a seed. So we might have a little bit later crop this year, but we'll be okay. We'll survive, and we'll get the vegetables that we need in order to can and preserve things this year. So stay tuned. Let's get planting or replanting. Okay, so I've gone through and kind of trimmed off what I think we can use. I did have 5 Roma tomato plants left over from yesterday, so I did get those in the ground, so at least I have that. Let's head inside and let's put these in water and see if we can grow roots out of them and replant them.